Less than 5 minutes, I'll show you how I saved $5,000 for this local business. All right, so this long-term care place, they're multi-location. They had 5 places. And these are places where, they had people who couldn't really take care of themselves anymore. And they had a lot of nursing staff looking after them. Their biggest time suck actually was data entry and like repeating data entry over and over again because they had different systems between all these 5 places, but they need to synchronize all their data. Now, this one wasn't as urgent because it was a larger place. Their biggest pain points they called out was manual data entry, right? The system's out of sync, and then incomplete data. So when I asked them, like, how much time does this actually take, besides the fact that they might have issues with the incomplete data, they said it takes about 2 hours for each person per site a day to enter all this data. So between the 5 places, that's 10 hours a day that they lose. So I told them, like, the first thing that we can absolutely do is create one source of truth. And this is basically one AI assistant that will hold on to all the data and consolidate all the data. And we would have, like, it's a second assistant to distribute data and sync data. So this can probably be the same assistant. It just needs to make sure it accommodates for the different systems at each of the 5 places. And so when we talk about if we're going to save 10 hours a day, and then they told me on average the staff that they have doing this gets paid around $25 an hour. So this place, it's staffed seven days a week because these people live, their clients live there. So if you do the math, it equals $7,500 a month that they could save by just skipping out on all this manual data entry. Now, the problem is because they do healthcare, there is like major costs with HIPAA compliance. So, there's going to be some infrastructure costs, but I estimate probably about $2,000 is going to come out of that. So they're probably going to be looking at $5,500 of savings a month. And the 30-day plan, the first things first, right? It's like week 1, it's like get all the data flow discovery. Like, how do they get all the data into their 5 systems? And then week 2, we're going to actually be building the first assistant. Week 3, we'll need to be testing the source of truth to make sure all this data is actually collected and accurate from one place. Week 4 is actually deploy and adjust anything. And then, so that's actually one assistant. This one's going to take 2. So 2 pushes. So the second month would all be about that one site. We'll want to do this. We'll want to take this really slowly. One site, the sync agent. So it would take the information from the source of truth, and then it would actually make sure that the data is synced. And we would want to do that all month long and just test it. And then month 3, we can do sites, depending on how comfortable they are, sites 2 through 5, right? So you could probably just do site 2 for month 3, site 3 for month 4, so on and so forth, or you can do all 3 depending on the team load and how things happen with the second one. All right, and that's how we can save this long-term care place $5,500 a month.